Shalom, family. Welcome back to another DSTM. I'm your aunt, Zachariah Israel, and my reader today.
Shalom, brother Shalom.
Today we got a good one for y'all. Actually, it's part 2 of the last Sabbath class. Okay, it's called Coronavirus, Wicked Devices, but God's Judgment. Coronavirus, wicked devices, but God's judgment. Because everybody's being quarantined right now. There's a lot of curfews going on. I know where we at here in Alabama. They got the curfews going on from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Right.
And it's just getting real out here. The signs of the times is happening. A lot of brothers and sisters, well, not a whole lot of brothers and sisters, but some are being, hit with this coronavirus. Okay, but who is created by? These are man-made devices, but they are God's judgment. Okay, He allowed these things to happen. But we was dealing with more of the diet side of it last Sabbath. And we're going to get back on that portion of it. So give me Ecclesiasticus. We're going to start there. And forgive us too. We are using Ecclesiasticus 31. We're going to start at verse 18. We are using the Bible app today because we are transitioning from one house to another. We moving. We are not moving today. We didn't move on the Sabbath. We keeping the law, statutes, and commandments according to we don't work on the Sabbath. All right, it's a day of rest according to Exodus 20 and verse 8. But we are definitely. Just be patient with us today, Israel. We are not in our normal setup. We're going to be doing different move-ins and rearranging things.
Right.
Okay. You got it. Read it.
All right. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 31, verse 18. When thou sittest among many, reach not thine hand out first of all. A very little
Stop. Don't reach your hand out, first of all. Don't be the first one with a hand out, being greedy.
I'm trying to tell you.
You got to eat. You just being greedy. You got your hand out. All right, read.
Verse 19. A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured.
A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured. So, you healthy, okay, you don't need that much. Some people got to eat. Some people, got to have a certain sugar level. All right, but if you healthy, a very little is sufficient. Read.
All right. And he fetcheth not his wind short upon his bed.
He's not going to be fetching his wind upon his bed. He's not going to be... You know how you didn't ate and you feel like you didn't overate, or you might have overdid it. You on the bed and you passing gas and you belching all night. You're not gonna do that because you ate what was sufficient for you. Okay, continue.
All right. And he fetcheth not his wind short upon his bed. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating.
If you eat moderate. You eat, what's sufficient. You're going to get you a good night rest. Read.
He riseth early.
He's going to rise up early. He's not going to be sluggish. Read.
And his wits are with him. But the pain of watching and choler and pangs of the belly.
That's when that stomach, your stomach and stuff get to hurting. Okay, them pains start happening. All right, read.
Are with an unsatiable man.
That's going to be with an unsatiable man. A man that's greedy. A man that just being a glutton. He's going to get them belly pains. He's gonna get, a lot of brothers and sisters got that bad acid reflux, and they be dealing with all kinds of belly aches and pains. It's come from insatiable man, a greedy person. I'm not saying that just because you get a belly ache, you greedy. Okay, but what the scriptures is bringing out here is you need to be moderate, and you need to eat what's sufficient. Read.
All right. Verse 21. And if thou hast been forced to eat, arise, go forth, vomit, and thou shalt have rest.
And you see, today you have a lot of the other nations that do this. They dealing with anorexia, and they bulimic, and they created. Well, it's in the scriptures, but they really abuse this. Right. Okay, where they stick their finger down their throat and gag themselves. But this is actually written. All right, you force feeding yourself like that Matt Stoney guy. Mm-hmm. Okay, that Moabite, that Asian that be doing that. Mm-hmm. Okay, don't try that. What he's doing. He's doing that for views. He's not sleeping on all that food. He is making himself. He's getting that food out of him some kind of way.
Right.
And this is the way that he's doing it. All right, continue.
All right. Vomit, and thou shalt have rest.
You're gonna have rest. You're gonna feel better. You know how you be sick, and then you didn't went to the bathroom. You had a bowel movement, but you still feel that gut sickness. You just be like, oh. Okay, you need to go vomit, and after you vomit, you get that good rest. Ain't nothing like no rest after some of the best sleep ever. It comes when you didn't vomit it, when you didn't got all that about your gut. A lot of sickness and stuff start right there, right? Continue.
Verse 22. My son, hear me, and despise me not, and at the last thou shalt find as I told thee. In all thy works be quick, so shall there no sickness come unto thee. Whoso is liberal of his meat, men shall speak well of him, and the report of his good housekeeping will be believed.
Read.
Verse 24. But against him that is a niggard, of his meat, the whole city shall murmur.
They're gonna murmur. Okay, so yes, the Bible have niggard in there. It have niggard. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold this. You pull up that word niggard. Let's see what this means. Let's get the definition on this word niggard. All right. I'm drinking vitamin water, by the way. It's not the best tasting stuff, but it's only 80 calories and they don't have all that sugar in it.
All right.
You got to read it.
Niggard, a stingy or ungenerous man.
Read that again.
A stingy or ungenerous man.
Stingy and ungenerous. You're seeing a lot of niggards right now at Walmart, at Publix, at Whole Foods, at Aldi's. Okay? Kroger's. Piggly Wiggly. They being niggards. Especially in the shutdown. They throwing everything in their cart. They being stingy. They not thinking about if this neighbor got some toilet tissue. Okay? Did this neighbor get some non-perishables? Did they get a pack of top ramen noodles? Did they? Which we don't eat that brand. All right? That brand is unclean, brothers and sisters. We're going to put together a list. They sneaking a lot of stuff in there. There is some kosher. There's some clean noodles out here. Matter of fact, in this video, I will put a link where you can get you some clean noodles. Shouts out to the wife. She is like, oh man, she's our nutritionist. And she be on top of stuff like this. All right, but you got to watch out for them niggards. That's all we needed on that. Go back. Start at verse 23.
Verse 23.
Give me 23 again.
All right. Whoso is liberal of his meat, Men shall speak well of him, and the report of his good housekeeping will be believed.
Stop. You liberal of his meat, men shall speak well of him, and the report of his good housekeeping will be believed. You're gonna see you're gonna get a reputation, okay, for being liberal and not being a niggard. Okay, you going off on these grocery stores. I know I'd be up in there. All the brothers and sisters that get assistance. I'm not talking about y'all brothers and sisters. You know, things are needed over here in captivity. But you know, you didn't see, you know, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom with them with them shopping carts that be packed to the ceiling. You will gain a reputation. I see if one thing you need this stuff, but if you just being a niggard because you getting them, you know, $800, $900, $1,000 on food stamps, you know, you just being a niggard, right? Continue.
All right. And the report of his good housekeeping will be believed.
Read.
Verse 24. But against him that is a niggard of his meat, the whole city shall murmur, and the testimonies of his niggardness shall not be doubted of.
So you're gonna get that reputation for being stingy. All right, just for overdoing it, being a glutton. All right, that's all I wanted on that.
All right.
I say, Israel, bear with me. I ain't got my sword on me today. It's still packed. Okay, the sword should have been the first thing I grabbed. All right. Give me Ecclesiasticus 38. We're gonna start at verse 1. Ecclesiasticus 38. We're gonna start at verse 1. You gotta read it.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him, for the uses which ye may have of him. For the Lord hath created him.
The Lord hath created him. These herbalists out here, these guys that be dealing with holistic food and diets and stuff, the Lord hath created him. I ain't talking about these scientists, these doctors that be dealing with the drug and food association. What is it? The FDA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Those are scientists. They are not getting their remedies and the things, the medicines from the earth like they should. They actually creating these wicked devices. Continue.
All right. For the Lord hath created him. Mm-hmm. Verse 2. For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king.
The Most High, from the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. So, regardless of what you eating and what you doing, the Most High got to activate these things to give you healing. Okay, regardless. Okay, and you're gonna be honored by the leaders. Okay, people gonna honor you in the body. People gonna honor you. Gonna see that you are serious about what you're doing in your diet and the things that you eating. Continue.
Verse 3. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration.
In the sight of great men he should be an admiration. The skills, you know, brothers and sisters gonna lift them up. They're gonna talk about these. We got them in Israel. You know, you got personal trainers that be talked about. Brothers and sisters, well, sisters be coming up with these nice meals and stuff to heal you. They are honored. They are lifted up. Continue.
All right. All right. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration.
Read.
The Lord have created medicines out of the earth.
Out of the where?
Out of the earth.
No, in the lab.
Out of the earth.
No, in the man's basement.
Out of the earth.
Okay, the medicines come out of the earth. All right, you can precept that with Genesis 1:29. It speaks about the herb and the fruit that bears the seed. I'm paraphrasing. All right, but we got to go back to that, especially in a time like now. I'm not making it a doctrine, but you definitely want to be getting that, getting them vitamin C's in you, getting that vitamin D in you, getting all these things that's going to help build that immune system. I don't know much about it. Okay, I also consult with brothers and sisters that know things. Okay, it's okay to ask and to reach out to the brothers and sisters that's more versed and more skilled and have more knowledge of these things. All right, continue.
All right. The Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
You're not gonna hate them. You're not gonna. If you're a wise person, you're gonna love to learn them. You're gonna learn to love them greens, them kales, that garlic, that ginger, them onions, the lemon, the lime, the elderberries, all that good stuff. My wife be whipping up
Different
things,
stuff.
that natural honey. I know who don't like honey. Everybody like raw honey. All right, you get the mixing that honey up, man, with them gingers and them tea, all them teas and stuff. That's medicine from the earth. Continue.
All right, verse 5. Was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known?
Read.
Verse 6. And he have given men skill, that he might be honored in his marvelous works. With such doeth he heal men, and taketh away their pains.
He's going to take away them pains. The physician going to help take away them pains, because he got the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding according to the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
He's following the instructions. He's not.
I ain't gonna hit you with no vaccination.
There you go. Go get a shot. No, the real physicians ain't gonna tell you that. They gonna say, "Hey man, did you try this herb? Hey, let me whip you up a concoction. Okay, that's gonna relieve you from the pains." Continue.
All right. With such doeth he heal men, and taketh away their pains.
Read.
Of such doeth the apothecary make a confection. All right. And of his works there is no end, and from him is peace over all the earth. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord.
So don't neglect the Lord while you sick, while you hurting, while you grieving, because grieving do bring sickness. Don't be negligent, but pray. Go off into the closet and pray. Let it be between you and the Most High. All right? Don't do it on Facebook. Don't do it on Instagram. Okay? Face the east, palms up, and pray. Okay? And he gonna activate them herbs and that fruit and things to heal your body. But there's instruction. That's why he gave you a dietary law. You can't be out here eating things he told you don't eat and then expect to be healed. It doesn't work like that. This is not the Christian church. We dealing with the Holy Bible. Continue.
All right. Peace over all the earth. Verse 9. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole.
He gonna make you whole. Read.
Leave off from sin, and order thy hands aright, and cleanse thy heart from all wickedness.
Leave off from sin. Stop dealing with sinful things. If you gotta separate yourself from friends, from family, that's in sin. If you done told them a few times and you just see that they are not going to repent, it's now time to start distancing yourself. I have done that. It hurts sometimes, but that's what you got to do. If I see you're not going to deal with me according to the scriptures, deuces. Continue.
All right. Verse 11. Give a sweet savor and a memorial of fine flour, and make a fat offering as not being. Then give place to the physician, for the Lord have created him.
The Lord have what?
Created him.
The Lord have created him. He created the physician. Read.
Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him.
You're going to need that physician. Read.
There is a time when in their hands there is good success.
You're going to have good success in their hands if the Lord permitted. You're going to have good success. You're going to be healed. A physician is going to heal your body. You're going to have that energy. You're going to have that stamina. You're going to have things that you might have had when you was 20 that you don't have no more. Now you're 40. Now you're 50. Now you're 60. But you're dealing with the physicians. I know some people be in the best health of their life when they turn 50 and 60 years old. Because now they dealing with physician. They've been abusing their bodies all that time when they start following these laws, statutes, and commandments, and the best health they ever been. They keeping the dietary law, the civil law, the ceremonial law, the moral law. Okay? And you see in the success, it's coming, it shines from within out. Its skin is glowing, the hair is growing. Okay? Continue.
All right. For the Lord hath created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. There is a time when in their hands there is good success.
Read.
For they shall also pray unto the Lord.
They're going to pray unto the Lord. They're not going to be like, let me go call up the doctor, my doctor friend. I went to and got my doctorate and I went to grad school or whatever. Let me call up him and see what his take. See if he can help. No, they're going to call to the Lord. The Lord is going to hear their prayer and put in their mind what they need to heal you. Okay? Continue.
That he will prosper that which they give for ease and remedy to prolong life.
Remedy to what?
Prolong life.
To prolong life. The physicians, hey, the real physicians, they're going to help prolong your life. They're going to pray to the Most High. They're going to get the remedy to prolong life. Continue.
All right, I lost my spot. All
15.
right, verse 15. He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician.
He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hands of the physician. Meaning, you sinning, you can be hit with a plague. You sinning, you can be shot. You can be stabbed. You can be burned. And you still got to fall right back into the hands of the physician. Okay? So, your life's still in a balance. Okay? The Most High either going to bring you through with the help of the physician, or He going to put your lights out. Some brothers get hit and they don't come back. Okay? Because you in sin, the Most High say, okay, well, yeah, we're going to pull the plug on them. That be the Most High pulling the plug. He's in control. He's controlled life, death. He control it all. So He's going to either let you live or He'll let you die. But you're going to see that physician. 9 times out of 10, you're going to see that physician before you leave up out of here. Somebody going to be trying to give you something. A physician will be trying to give you something to bring you back to prolong life, but it's up to the Most High. Continue.
All right. Verse 16. My son, let tears fall.
Stop right there. Let me see. That's all I wanted on that. Let's move on. I believe everybody out there that's viewing this got the point. Okay. Now give me Genesis 1:29. Give me that real quick. I just brought that up, but I'm just gonna bring it out since we're dealing with the physician side of the lesson before we get into the social distance and the other things that's going on. I don't want to spoil it. We're gonna get into some things that's going on, brothers and sisters. Genesis 1:29.
All right. The book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 29. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed.
Every herb bearing seed. That's why a lot of brothers and sisters are wising it up. They're not eating no watermelon, seedless watermelons no more. They ain't them seedless oranges and all this stuff. Because the Most High say what?
All right. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed.
Every herb bearing seed. Herb bearing seed. Read.
Which is upon the face of all the earth.
Read.
And every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat.
It shall be for meat. So I like to call this the God's diet. That's when we was just dealing with fruits, vegetation, herbs, and spices and things like that. A lot of brothers and sisters is going back to this because they getting results out of it. All right. Now you can't eat, you can go by the Leviticus 11 and eat all the clean things, right? All the clean meats, because the meat, if you look at it, the meat that the Most High said we can't eat are vegetarians anyway. So the things that we can eat of flesh, they graze, they eat veggies all day, or berries, or what have you. Okay? So, but that's why a lot of brothers and sisters are going back to this diet, and there's nothing wrong with it. All right? Let's move on a little bit further.
I'm fine on 5%.
Phone on 5%? Okay. Give me Numbers 5, verse 1. Numbers 5, verse 1.
All right.
We're going to get you another phone. Then we edit it out. Be nice and smooth.
All right.
Numbers 5, verse 1. You got to read it.
The book of Numbers, chapter 5, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, command the children of Israel that they put out of the camp every leper and every one that hath an issue.
So every leopard and every one that have an issue. So you had, brothers and sisters back when Moses was dealing with the children of Israel and Aaron's sons, the Levites, the Levitical priests. When you had a leopard, when you was hit with them plagues, lepers and issues, and today, that's sickness. All right, that's disease. You got all these different plagues that's written in the book and the things that's not in the book. The issues, running men having running issues from gonorrhea and chlamydia and all these things. You had to be what? Put out the camp. Continue.
All right. And everyone that have an issue, and whosoever is defiled by the dead.
Whosoever is defiled by the dead. Okay, because it's written in the law where, how we dealt with the dead. If a man dieth or a woman dieth in intent, you considered unclean. Why? If a person die in your house, you considered unclean. What did he die from? Did he have a corona? So the social distancing is scriptural. You had to get put out. You had to get put out the camp. So you got brothers and sisters walking around with these on. You know, they don't wanna catch what these brothers and sisters have or what these other nations might have. That's all. It's not a sin to put that on your face. It's not. Faith, I'm going to tell you, I have not been wearing them, but we're going to get, I don't want to spoil it for you. I got some real quarantine scriptures for you, and I'm going to bring this out as well. But no, I'm not wearing these at work, and at my job, I'm considered essential. So I got to be out here. The line of work that we do, okay, because he worked with me as well. So, but the line of work we do, we have to be out here. And no, you're not gonna see me with no gloves on or a mask on. But if you're wearing them, it's not saying that. Okay. Continue.
All right. Both male and female shall you put out. Without the camp shall you put them, that they defile not their camp.
That they defile not their camp. Okay, meaning, they get nobody else sick amongst the camp. Okay, they plague no one else. All right, social distancing. That's what that is. The coronavirus. Somebody, could have had the coronavirus back then. He had to go. She had to go. Continue.
All right. All right. In the midst whereof I dwell. Wait. Both male and female shall you put out. Without the camp shall you put them, that they defile not their camps. In the midst whereof I dwell.
So the Lord's dwelling. He don't want to be around all that right there. The Most High is clean. We clean. We clean people. He clean and his people are clean. We always been clean people. Okay. What verse is that?
End of verse 3.
Give me 4.
Verse 4. And the children of Israel did so, and put them out without the camp. As the Lord spake unto Moses, so did the children of Israel.
Stop. That's the end of 4. Mm-hmm. So, that's what's happening. Then that's what's happening now. Okay. You're being self-quarantined. People are leaving their families or telling their families to leave. It's self-quarantine. Why? You don't want to spread whatever it is, that disease that you have. Which today, what's going on right now, the hot topic now is coronavirus. All right? What's your percent on?
3.
Okay. Give me Psalms. Let me see real quick. Yeah, give me Psalms 91. I say y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. It been a time. Start at verse 1. You got it, read it.
All right, we said Psalm 91.
Yep.
All right. The book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
The secret place is these laws, statutes, and commandments. These laws, statutes, and commandments. This Holy Bible. Okay. It don't matter where you run to. It don't matter where you go, where you hide.
Yeah.
If you ain't keeping these commandments, you're not gonna abide in the secret place of the Most High. He can purge you even in the wilderness when we go. He gonna purge you. He gonna purge out the rebels.
Right.
That is the secret. A lot of people use that as that's you safe. Even over there, you ain't safe. That head gonna roll over there. So a lot of brothers misread this and they misunderstand this. The secret place is these commandments. Because wherever you at in the world, if you're keeping these commandments, you're going to be protected. Continue.
All right. Verse 2, I will say unto the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence.
And from the noisome pestilence, coronavirus, COVID-19, Ebola, what else was out? Zika virus, swine flu, anthrax. That's another wicked device that was made. Continue.
All right. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
Read.
Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. They say that coronavirus is airborne. You can't see it. It walketh in the darkness. It walketh in darkness. We're not going to be afraid of that. Okay? So that's my faith. I had that kind of faith. All right? I'm not saying you brothers and sisters ain't got no faith, because I'm going to show you in the Bible, and I'm showing you in the Bible where he was quarantined. I'm going to show you in the Bible. We're going to pull up this. That's my secret weapon right there. I'm going to show, so no, it's not a sin. All right? But during the Levitical priesthood times, doing animal sacrifice, you was commanded to do certain things dealing with plagues. All right? Y'all keep that fresh on your mind. All right, continue.
All right. All right.
Verse 6.
Verse 6, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness.
Read.
Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Stop. Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. That's no wars and rumors of them wars, because that's happening. Read.
All right. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold.
Stop. That's what you're seeing now. 500 died over here in Europe. 700 died. 900 died. 300 died. So many thousands died over there in China. So many people died here in America, but ain't none gonna come your way. That's the kind of faith you got to have, brothers and sisters. Your faith should be increasing right now, not decreasing. You should be increasing in faith. All right. Now give me Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy 32. Let me see. Deuteronomy 32. Because we got to still understand and know who is the cause for all these things. Who's the cause for everything that's happening right now? Who is the force, the power that's behind all this? Y'all give the devil too much credit. The devil can't do nothing unless the Most High allow him to. All right? Give me that. Deuteronomy 32, start at verse 39.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that.
39, I'm sorry.
39, okay. Verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me.
There's no God with me. We talking about the most high power right here. Read.
I kill and I make alive.
I do what?
I kill and I make alive.
Read.
I wound.
I wound. I wound. So who is wounding? What happens when this coronavirus hits that upper respiratory system? They say it crystallizes and it suffocates you. So that's a wound. He's wounding you. He's causing that. The Most High allow these things to happen. Read.
All right.
No, let me rephrase that. He caused these things to happen. Read.
All right. I wound and I heal.
I wound and I heal. If you made it up out of that, that was the mercy from the Most High. Okay, you made it up out of that. The Most High didn't spare you. He didn't show you some mercy. Read.
All right. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Can't nobody deliver you out of his hand. We just read earlier how the Most High uses the physicians. Okay, he blessed the physicians to heal you. So he'll direct you to a physician, but he gotta activate them herbs and that medicine and go through that body to heal you. That physician is not delivering you. If the Most High don't want him to deliver you, you're not going to be delivered. Okay? That's just the way it is. So some people run to the physician, hey, heal me, heal me, heal me. All right? They run into the doctor. The Most High got the final say-so of what happens to you. Because he kill, he make alive, he wounds, he heals. He do all these things. And can't nobody deliver you but him. All right? We're going to move on a little further. We getting past the portion of well, it's a couple more I want to hit on. I want to hit on a couple more. Give me Deuteronomy 14:21. Deuteronomy 14:21. It's a couple more on the diet. You know, we are a special people. Okay, according to Deuteronomy 7:6. 7:6. We are very special people. So we got special diets, special things that we got these laws. He gave us these laws. All right, he showed it to us. Where's that?
Psalm 147, verse 19.
Psalms 147, verse 19. I be testing him while we be up here, y'all. I have to make sure he's sharp. You know what I'm saying? So he showed us his judgment. He gave us, we inherit these laws, statutes, and commandments. So we got to abide by them. All right, Deuteronomy 14:21.
All right. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 21. Ye shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself. Thou shalt give it unto the stranger.
Thou shalt give it to who?
To the stranger.
To the stranger, the other nations. Why? Because they don't have to keep the dietary law. I know. A lot of y'all, get upset. Y'all gonna be mad with me. But I'm reading out the Holy Bible. They don't have to keep the laws. They can. They don't have to keep the dietary law, family. Okay, anything that died on its own, we can't eat it. We can't eat road kill. We can't go pick up a deer that been hit on the road. But guess what we can do? We can give it to the stranger. Read.
All right. That is in thy gates.
That is in thy gate. Give it to the strangers that's in your gate. Read.
That he may eat it or thou mayest sell it unto an alien.
Or you can sell it to an alien. The other nations, that's also pertaining to the strangers, the Gentiles, the heathens. All right? They can eat all that junk. They can eat the cat, the dog, the bat, the rat, the gator, oysters, clams, catfish, dogfish, swordfish, all these different things. They can eat that stuff, but we can't eat it. A lot of them can digest this stuff too. They can digest this food. That's why you be seeing like, dang man, you got the little Moabite girls online. They be eating like stuff that be still living, moving octopuses and snakes and stuff. You got also the little fat Moabite little dude that be online with the big old cheeks that be talking. He be talking and just be eating up a bunch of abominable food. We different. We special. We a special people, man. But we got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Everything that's out here is not meant to be food. It's not made for human consumption.
Right.
All right. Continue.
All right. That he may eat it, or thou mayest sell it unto an alien.
Give it to an alien. Read.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not seethe a kid in his mother's milk.
Okay, so that's all I wanted on that. I just wanted to bring that point out. You know, we can't eat anything. We different, but other people can eat it. That means that you're special. Should feel good. Okay. Give me Ezekiel 4:13. We're gonna speed it up a little bit. Ezekiel. I'm gonna try to keep this movie an hour. I mean this video an hour and some change. You got to read it.
Say Ezekiel what?
Ezekiel 4:13. I'm sorry.
All right. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 4:13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them.
That's what's happening. What I spoke of earlier. They putting this pork in everything. They got pork in gum, pork in candy, pork in
everything.
They got pork in everything. We're gonna do a video on that about just kind of fine combing through the ingredients and stuff like that to make sure you're not being defiled. But it is written. Now, just because it's written, do we eat the foul stuff? Don't be simple. If you know better, you're supposed to do better. So when I get you this list, I'm gonna put out a nice lesson on it. We got to start combing through some of this stuff because you could be eating beaver, you can be eating placenta, you can be eating anything like baby fetus, all kinds of crazy junk. Okay, they put in this food, in our food. Okay, so that's all I wanted on that. Give me Ecclesiasticus 30:15. And 15 and
all right. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 30, verse 15.
Read.
Health and good estate of body are above all gold.
Stop. Your health and good estate of body are above all gold. You see guys walking around with these big diamond chains on, but they be unhealthier than a mug. That's okay to, be healthy. I'm a little healthy. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. But you got some guys out here, man, that can't move. They fat. They just messed up, man. All right? But they got the mouth full of gold. Women like that. They like money. They like cars. But they be in poor health.
Right.
eating all the defiled meats, ain't keeping a dietary law. Okay? So if you see me nice and healthy, it ain't nothing but clean food, baby. Ain't nothing but clean food. Alright? That's all it is. So they say good food and good loving. You know what I'm saying? But that's all that is, man. You know, I don't mean sexual loving, but just being loved. All right. But continue.
All right.
Oh, just read that again.
Verse 15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold.
It's above all gold. Read.
And a strong body above infinite
A
wealth.
strong body, you want to be strong. How much you bench pressing? You know, you want to be strong. Some brothers, man, they malnutrition. They walk around, they can't lift nothing, man. You can't do nothing. You know, we go to the gym when we ain't going now because of the coronavirus or whatnot. But I might put me I got a nice sized garage now. I might put a nice little workout set in there. You know, just work out at home. You know? But how much you bench pressing? How much can you squat? How much can you lift? I get well over 300 in bench. Yeah. So I'm strong. You know, you want to be strong. All right? Because it's in a strong body above infinite wealth. So you can be very, very wealthy, but at the same time unhealthy.
Right.
You seen what Rick Ross did? He was like, huh? He was like, hell no, I'm gonna go lose this weight. You know?
He said.
You know? But, you know, he ain't in these laws, statutes, and commandments. Hey, brother, repent. Hope you repent, man, and get yourself together. Because your wealth or health ain't going to help you if you don't repent, brother.
Right.
Okay. Give me Wisdom of Solomon. We're going to stay in that KJVA. Wisdom of Solomon. 16, verse 12.
All right.
Okay, because some people would think, I can run to the herb. I can be wicked in school. I'm rich. I'm a millionaire. I got wealth. I can go get the best doctor. Nope. It's some stars dying from this coronavirus. Somebody just died. I can't think of his name, but like somebody just died. A star. He was older, but you can't deliver. Like the script we just read. There's none that can deliver you out of the Most High hand. So it doesn't matter how much money you got. Okay, give me that Wisdom of Solomon, 16 verse 12.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 12. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord.
Stop. Read that again, I'm sorry.
All right. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord.
It was the word. It was the word. It wasn't the herb. It wasn't the mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but the word. So, you know, you can buy all the herbs, but if you ain't got the Most High, you're not gonna be restored back to health.
Right.
Okay, read.
All right. Which healeth all things.
No, some things.
Which healeth all things.
Which healeth all things. The place of safety. These laws, statutes, and commandments. Then you can get you some tea and all that. That helps you. You keeping the commandments. You doing what you need to do. You're gonna follow the instructions. Then that's when the physicians and stuff help you. All right. We're going to move on. Ecclesiasticus 1 and 18. Ecclesiasticus 1 and 18. We almost done. I'm trying to keep y'all another 20 more minutes. I'm going to speed it up. Ecclesiasticus 1 and 18.
All right, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1, verse 18.
You got to read.
The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish.
Making peace and perfect health to flourish. The fear of the Lord is going to bring that wisdom. It's the beginning of wisdom. Okay? And it's going to make it peace and perfect health to flourish. Read.
All right, both which are the gifts of God.
That's a gift. Peace and perfect health is a gift. Read.
All right, and it enlargeth their rejoicing that love him.
It's going to enlargeth their rejoicing that love him. You seeing these brothers in good spirits, the brothers and sisters out here that's keeping the Passover and the unleavened bread, and brothers and sisters is doing all the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, brothers and sisters are not neglecting the least commandments. You know, you got some brothers that don't wear fringes. Some sisters don't like to wear fringes. Some sisters won't put on a dress, but they'll put on a dress going to Sabbath class. And then they get home, they take that dress off and put right back on them skin tight pants. So we got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, and it enlargeth their rejoicing that love him. Okay, the Most High. You always see them brothers in the spirit. They always happy. They always them the ones that's dancing at the feast. Them the ones that's having a good time. They ain't gonna be standing in the corner, not being sociable. All right, let's move on. I'm gonna try to skip it a little bit. Give me all right, let's just get straight to the point. Isaiah 26 and 20. We're gonna go and get ready to end it off. I got like 3 more after this. Isaiah 26, verse 20. Because I seen this floating around on social media.
Yeah.
I seen this one floating around on social media. Okay, what I say?
Isaiah 26 and 20.
26 and 20. You know, and it's a good one. All this is for reproof and for our learning and all that. It's a good one. Give me that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment.
Hide thyself as it were for a little moment. That's what a lot of people doing right now in this quarantine. Read.
Until the indignation be overpassed.
Until the indignation be overpassed. So that's what's happening. We quarantining. That's a good one. When we put the blood over the post over there in Exodus, that was a good one. That was an excellent one. You know, but it was still instructions in that. If you didn't get that blood over your door, you didn't live. So it's still instructions with everything you do. You just don't, oh, I'm going to have faith. If you have faith, faith without works is dead. So if you got faith, you got to have the works. The works are what? Instructions on what to do. So if the brothers and sisters didn't put the blood over there, they didn't, over the door post, they didn't make it. If that lamb went without blemish, if they would have used a cow instead of a lamb, no, it was instructions. It's instructions. So yes, that's a great one I seen for quarantine. I was like, oh, they missing one. They missing one. Give me Leviticus. We will start in Leviticus 13, verse 1.
All right.
Leviticus 13, verse 1. We're going to stop at 9. Hold on real quick. Let me get it. Because it's instructions, brothers and sisters. Read. Now, these are the laws concerning leprosy. All right. You got to read it.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 13, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, when a man shall have in the skin of his flesh a rising, a scab, or a bright spot.
So, plague in your skin, a rising. We getting them today. You getting scabs on you, bright spots, all this stuff we getting today. Read.
And it be in the skin of his flesh like the plague of leprosy.
Like the plague of leprosy. So it's appearing to be a plague of leprosy. All right. Read.
Then he shall be brought unto Aaron the priest, or unto one of his sons the priest. And the priest shall look on the plague in the skin of the flesh. And when the hair in the plague is turned white, and the plague in sight be deeper than the skin of his flesh, it is a plague of leprosy.
It is a plague of leprosy. Okay? Like today, I'm just going to modernize this and bring it up today. What's going on right now? Coronavirus. So, yeah, there's symptoms. There's people coughing. You running a fever. That's the coronavirus. Mm-hmm. They test it. They diagnosing you. I believe a lot of these brothers are being misdiagnosed.
Right.
If you ain't got the corona, when you get to the doctor in the hospital in the ER, you got it then.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
All right. So a lot of brothers might just have the flu or pneumonia, which that's bad too. That's bad too, but I believe a lot of these brothers and sisters are being misdiagnosed. Okay, continue.
All right. It is a plague of leprosy, and the priest shall look on him and pronounce him unclean.
Pronounce him what?
Unclean.
He is unclean. Okay? He is unclean. Now y'all remember that, because something is going to happen with these unclean brothers and sisters. Continue.
All right. Unclean. Verse 4, if the bright spot be white in the skin of his flesh, and in sight be not deeper than the skin, and the hair thereof be not turned white, then the priest shall shut up him that have the plague 7 days.
Stop. So you got to be shut up.
Locked away.
Locked away. Quarantine. Now this is part of it. I just skinned it. You know, it's more. So you gotta be separate for 7 days. You gotta quarantine. So you be thinking Trump and them, or Dr. Fauci, whatever his name is, that's dealing with this coronavirus, the little short guy, which I like him. He keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they get this stuff from the Bible. You say it's 7 days, 14 days. That's 2 weeks. So they get these things from the Bible. Continue.
All right, verse 5. And the priest shall look on him the 7th day, and behold, if the plague in his sight be at a stay, and the plague spread not in the skin, then the priest shall shut him up 7 days more. And the priest...
Stop. He got to be shut up 7 more days. That's 14 days. What they saying? Quarantine. You know, if you got the coronavirus, they want you to quarantine 14 days and then be retested. Right? Continue.
All right. And my bad. Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And the priest shall look on him again the 7th day, and behold, if the plague be somewhat dark, and the plague spread not in the skin, the priest shall pronounce him clean.
Now you pronounce clean. Okay. Read.
It is but a scab.
It's just a scab. We thought it was leprosy, but let's take precaution. Right? You going over there for 7 days, we'll check on you. You know, I'm sending a physician over there because the priest was the physician back then. They had to, go through, go sacrifice whatever they needed to sacrifice and go mix up different things for the cleansing purposes and things like that, so you can be made whole back unto the Lord and you can be around the body. So the priest was considered the physician back in the time of Moses, back during when the Levitical priesthood was still in play in the animal sacrifice. Okay, continue.
All right. And he shall wash his clothes and be clean.
Start back at it. It is but a scab.
It is but a scab.
It is but a scab. Okay. Oh, it was just a cough. Oh, it was just allergies. It wasn't the corona. It was just a little cough. It wasn't the corona. Okay. I'm modernizing, just giving y'all a visual. Read.
All right. And he shall wash his clothes and be clean. But if the scab spread much abroad in the skin, after that he had been seen of the priest for his cleansing, all right, he shall be seen of the priest again. And if the priest see that, behold, the scab spreadeth in the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a leprosy.
It is the corona. Oh, bro, yeah, that's that corona.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so our physicians weren't misdiagnosing. They
Right.
made sure what it was. They went through the proper precautions and measures that they needed to make sure. So a lot of this stuff Dr. Fauci and them doing and Trump, they get it from the Holy Bible. All right. Jump down to, let me see, verse 45.
All right. Verse 45. And the leper in whom the plague is, his clothes shall be rent.
His clothes should be rent, meaning ripped or torn. You're not supposed to be walking around your brothers and your sisters still in your nice garments and your nice clothes looking all beautiful and all that. Read.
And his head bare, and he shall put a covering upon his upper lip.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Read for 45 again.
And the leper in whom the plague is, his clothes shall be rent, and his head bare.
Bare, because them times when you had something going on with you, you had to shave. The priest made you shave your hair. Okay, because they had to see if it was the hair was going to come back in its natural color, which was dark, or the color black, or whatever color what your hair originally was. Anything that got that leprosy in it is going to be blonde. It's going to be light colored. All right. So they made you do that so when it grow back, they can see that you are either clean leper or unclean leper. Continue.
All right. And he shall put a covering upon his upper lip, and shall cry, unclean, unclean.
Stop. Start at from his clothes rent again. Hold on, let me put this on for you. Continue.
All right. Verse 45. And the leper in whom the plague is, his clothes shall be rent, and his head bare, and he shall put a covering upon his upper lip.
It's covering upon his upper lip. Just like this here. Is this what we doing today? You seeing brothers and sisters doing this? They putting a cover on their upper lip. Why? Because they sick. They don't want it to be, they don't want to get their brothers and sisters sick. Okay? So when you're seeing people walking around with this covering over their lip, it's scriptural. We was doing this to prevent plagues, to prevent the spreading of this, to prevent exposing the camp. All right? So if you're wearing this, don't let nobody tease you about it, because ain't nothing new under the sun, people. I just wanted to bring it out. No, I don't wear this. But if brothers and sisters, y'all want to wear this, it's not a sin to wear it. All right? Read that again. One more time.
All right. And the leper, verse 45.
You start at 45.
And the leper in whom the plague is, his clothes shall be rent, and his head bare, and he shall put a covering upon his upper lip, and shall cry, unclean, unclean.
Unclean, unclean. Hey, y'all, I'm unclean. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm unclean. I'm unclean.
Social distancing.
Okay, that's your social distancing. That's social distancing. He not walking around or she ain't walking around. You know, like today you got sisters walking around with leggings on, skin tight pants, mini skirts, dresses, body cons, all these different things, and they be sick. But back then, if you was sick, you had to make it known you was sick. These sisters out here dressing all kind of way, still luring brothers in. They could have that pack. But back then, you had to rent them clothes. You had to wear them raggedy clothes, and you couldn't be like you was, just out there like everything was A-okay and you know you sick. You had to let people know. You had to let your brothers and sisters know. All right? Continue.
All right. Verse 46. All the days wherein the plague shall be, in him he shall be defiled. He is unclean. He shall dwell alone.
What? He shall what?
Dwell alone.
He shall dwell alone. Okay? He or she shall dwell alone. You can't be around your brothers and sisters like that, man. You gotta dwell by yourself. What is that? Quarantine. So the one in Isaiah, it was cool. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is actually dealing with what's going on now. It's actually dealing with sickness. He is unclean. He shall dwell alone. Without the camp shall his habitation be. You got to go, bro. You got to go. Sis, you got to go. We love you, but you got to go. So, social distancing is in the Bible. Quarantine is in the Bible. Even this. All right. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Continue.
All right. He shall dwell alone. Without the camp shall his habitation be. All right. Verse 47. The garment also that the plague of leprosy is in, whether it be a woolen garment or a linen garment, whether it be in the wrap or woof of linen, or
In a warp.
Oh, my bad.
In a warp. I believe that's
Yeah,
warp
my bad.
or wolf. Read.
Of linen or of woolen, whether in
A wrap, a warp, or wolf is basically the threads. That's what that is. The intertwine. One is running long length, and one's running width and length. It's just the sewing of it. Okay.
All right.
Read.
Or of woolen, whether in a skin or in anything made of skin. And if the plague be greenish or reddish in the garment or in the skin, either in the warp, or in the woof, or in anything of skin, it is a plague of leprosy, and shall be showed unto the priest. And the priest shall look upon the plague and shut up it that have the plague 7 days.
There you go. Quarantine it. Read.
And he shall look on the plague on the 7th day. If the plague be spread in the garment, either in the warp, or in the woof, or in a skin, or in any work that is made of skin, the plague is a fretting leprosy.
Read.
It is unclean.
It's unclean. Read.
Verse 52. He shall therefore burn that garment.
What?
He shall therefore burn that garment.
He shall therefore burn that garment. So our brothers and sisters took this serious. That was an allergy cough, people. That was not the Rona, all right? Okay. But you should burn it. You got to burn it. We didn't play. Hey man, don't wash it, just burn it. Read.
All right. He shall therefore burn that garment. He shall therefore burn that garment, whether warp or woof, in woolen or in linen, or anything of skin wherein the plague is. For it is a fretting leprosy. It shall be burnt in the fire.
Burnt with fire. Read.
All right. Verse 53. And if the priest shall look, and behold, the plague be not spread in the garment, either in the warp, or in the woof, or in anything of skin, then the priest shall command that they wash the thing wherein the plague is, and he shall shut it up 7 days more. And the priest shall look on the plague after that it is washed, and behold, if the plague have not changed his color, and the plague be not spread, it is unclean.
Stop. What verse you on?
In the middle of 53.
Okay.
55, in the middle of 55.
Finish 55.
All right. Thou shalt burn it in the fire. All right.
Okay. So yeah, on your own time, just go read all Leviticus 13 and 14. Okay. We're going to jump to 58.
Verse 58. And the garment, either warp or woof or whatsoever thing of skin it be, which thou shalt wash, if the plague be departed from them, then it shall be washed the second time and shall be clean.
Stop. So, soap and water, brothers and sisters, soap and water. You should have been hand sanitizing your hand, using disinfectant spray. This is something we should be doing anyway. You still got a bad, you supposed to have been bathing and all that anyway. Okay? Gee. All right. Continue.
All right.
Give me that last verse.
Verse 59. This is the law of the plague of leprosy in the garment of woolen or linen, either in the warp or woof, or anything of skins, to pronounce it clean or to pronounce it unclean.
So, there you have it. Okay? I'm going to pull out one more thing, one more point, and we're going to wrap it up. Man, I made this video a little too long, these two videos, but all praises, we done. All right. Give me Leviticus 14, and we're going to start at verse 33.
All right.
Let me grab it. Verse 33, you got to read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 33. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, When ye be come into the land of Canaan, which I give to you for a possession, and I put the plague of leprosy in the house of the land of your possession.
Stop. And I put the plague of leprosy in a house of the land of your possession. So who's doing it? The Lord. That's the point. That coronavirus, when he put that coronavirus on somebody, that's him that did it. All right. Could be a test, because some things was done to Job too now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you wicked, but it still come from the Lord. He gave you that Rona. Continue.
All right. And I put the plague of leprosy in the house of the land of your possession. Verse 35. And he that owneth the house shall come and tell the priest, saying, It seemeth to me there is as it were a plague in the house.
Stop. It's plague in the house. Hey, how a plague get in the house, bro? Zachariah, how's a plague? Messenger. What are you saying? Plagues get in your house. You can be plagued from mold, black mold, termites, water damage, different things that plagues the house. Okay, you can have the foundation could be messed up. These are just different plagues, different things in the house that make that house not livable. Make it where it is cause sickness. Okay, different things. That make different allergies and stuff act up. Okay, continue.
All right. All right. Then the priest shall command that they empty the house.
Start at 35 again.
Verse 35. And he that owneth the house shall come and tell the priest, saying, It seemeth to me there is as it were a plague in the house.
Read.
Then the priest shall command that they empty the house before the priest go into it to see the plague, that all that is in the house be not made unclean.
So you got to empty the house. You got to hurry up. You know why? Because the things in the house can be made unclean. The people in the house can be made unclean. So what is that? Quarantine. Social distance. You getting away from what? The house. So when they say, hey, don't come here. Let's not gather here. Let's not gather in this lobby and eat. We shutting down this restaurant. We shutting down this church, or we shutting down this building, or the NBA. Why? Because the plague can be in the house. All right? Continue.
All right. That all that is in the house be not made unclean. And afterward the priest shall go in to see the house. Verse 37. And he shall look on the plague, and behold, if the plague be in the walls of the house with hollow streaks, greenish or reddish, which in sight are lower than the wall.
Stop. Oh man, it's mold in this house. It's black mold in this house. It's spots and stuff all over this house. I seen termite dust in this house. I seen this place is infested with roaches or whatever that might cause sickness. This place got a bad rat infestation, right? Them different plagues, right? Because the Most High sent plagues. When he sent plagues over there in Egypt, it just didn't come by sickness. He sent insects. He sent frogs. He sent all kinds of things, right? Continue.
All right. Verse 38. Then the priest shall go out of the house to the door of the house and shut up the house 7 days.
Shut the house down. Read.
Verse 39. And the priest shall come again the 7th day and shall look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the walls of the house, then the priest shall command that they take away the stones in which the plague is.
Stop. What verse you on?
Middle of 40.
Okay. They take away the stones in which the plague is. I'll let you know, we weren't just off in no tents. We have brick houses. Okay? Who you think built Egypt? Built all them pyramids. A lot of them pyramids and stuff over there. The Israelites. It's another cut right here. Showing you that we master builders. All right? Continue.
All right. And they shall cast them into an unclean place without the city.
They gonna cast, and they shall cast them into an unclean place without the city. Get them out of here. For it plagues everything. Get them out of there. So now you finding out, only did we quarantine with people, we quarantine places. We quarantine things. Man, we get rid of bricks, all kinds of stuff, man. We dealing with these plagues of the Most High. So quarantine is in the Bible. Social distancing is in the Bible. The the instructions Dr. Fauci and them is using, the 7-day, 14th day, it's in the Bible. All this stuff ain't nothing new under the sun, brothers and sisters. Continue.
All right. Verse 41. And he shall cause the house to be scraped within round about.
You gotta scrape the house. Read.
And they shall pour out the dust that they scrape off without the city into an unclean place.
Put them too. Put that over there with the bricks and all that other junk that's unclean. Just like you got different landfills and different biohazard things, and that's not amongst other things. Okay. Certain requirements when you're dealing with OSHA, and you dealing with the nurses and stuff. Y'all know the people that's in the medical field that got to be real sensitive and real careful with what they do with things that's not sanitary. Right? Continue.
All right. Verse 42. And they shall take other stones and put them in the place of those stones, and he shall take other mortar.
That's the stuff that holds the bricks together. So brick and mortar. Okay, showing you that we dealt with bricks and we dealt with mortar. Right. Read.
And shall plaster the house.
And plaster the house. Right. Continue.
All right. Verse 43. And if the plague come again and break out in the house, after that he have taken away the stones, and after he have scraped the house, and after it is plastered, then the priest shall come and look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the house, it is a fretting leprosy in the house.
Read.
It is unclean.
Read.
And he shall break down the house.
He should do what?
Break down the house.
He should break down the house. That's how serious our forefathers took this stuff, man. Read.
The stones of it and the timber thereof.
There you go. The stones and the timber. What holding that house together? What? The frame. You got a frame in that house. That's wood. Let you know we was framing houses. We was dealing with stones. We was dealing with mortar. We was dealing with plaster. We was dealing with all these things. Right? Read.
All right. And the timber thereof, and all the mortar of the house, and he shall carry them forth out of the city into an unclean place.
They gotta go too. Everything gotta go. Everything need to be quarantined. Everything need to be sanitized. Right? Continue.
Verse 46. Moreover, he that goeth into the house all the while that it is shut up shall be unclean until the evening.
Stop. Moreover, he that goeth into the house all the while that it is shut up shall be unclean until the evening. So you're going to be unclean if you go into that house. Read.
All right, verse 47. And he that lieth in the house shall wash his clothes, and he that eateth in the house shall wash his clothes.
Read.
All right. And if the priest shall come in and look upon it, and behold, the plague have not spread in the house after the house was plastered, then the priest shall pronounce the house clean, because the plague is healed.
The plague is healed. The plague is healed. So I'm just showing y'all before we get out of here, brothers and sisters, that quarantine is in the Bible. Social distancing is in the Bible. We went over face masks. It's in the Bible. Okay, these things are in the Bible. All right, you need to do these things today. If you want to do them, do it. Do it, because our forefathers, we was very particular about diseases, and you need to still be okay. My thing is, you didn't want to catch the pneumonia. You didn't want to catch the flu. You don't want to catch a common cold. But now, I got faith. I'm gonna be all in people's faces and breathing. No, that ain't how our forefathers acted. We did social distance. We quarantined. We practiced these things. We did these things. So I'm not saying that you need. once again, I don't wear these. My faith is, I believe I got the faith of a mustard seed. I can move a mountain. That's just how I feel. Right? But in all seriousness, though, a lot of people coming into this truth don't have the same faith you have. All right? And faith is good, man. You want to build brothers and sisters up to have your faith. But is it a sin? No. My reader be with me all the time. All right? My reader be with me all the time. I say, hey, we at work. He sneezed. I'm like, man, roll down the window. We roll down, we coughing, we sanitary. Just before the corona, my wife is real particular and real funny about things, man. Like she just sanitary like that. Okay, just the last one, and we gonna go. Well, I got one more after that. Leviticus 14:1. Leviticus 14:1. This what we was doing. What you need to still be applying for the most part today to cleanse yourself. Read.
The book of Leviticus chapter 14 verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, This shall be the law of the leper in the day of his cleansing. He shall be brought unto the priest. And the priest shall go forth out of the camp. And the priest shall look, and behold, if the plague of leprosy be healed in the leper, then shall the priest command to take for him that is to be cleansed 2 birds alive and clean, and cedar wood, and scarlet, and hyssop, my bad. And the priest shall command that one of the birds be killed in an earthen vessel over running water.
We ain't dealing with that today. Ain't no Levitical priest. Read.
All right.
Read that verse again.
Verse 6. As for the living bird, he shall take it, and the cedar wood, and the scarlet, and the hyssop, and shall dip them and the living bird in the blood of the bird that was killed over the running water.
Stop. So we ain't got to do that today. Like I was saying, that's the Levitical priests. That's what they did. They did the offering up and sacrifices and did that. Okay, read.
Verse 7. And he shall sprinkle upon him that is to be cleansed from the leprosy 7 times, and shall pronounce him clean, and shall let the living bird loose into the open field. Now he that is to be cleansed shall wash his clothes.
Stop. Now this is what you can apply. You can wash your clothes today. Right? If you're diseased, you can go to the physicians that God sent, the Most High blessed. Go to those physicians that know about the herbs, know about the different healing properties and things, and values of things that can heal you to bring you back to health. All right? So yes, and he that is to be cleansed shall wash his clothes. Read.
And shave off all his hair.
Now, don't shave off all your hair. Okay? We ain't supposed to round up corner of our heads and shave our beards. That's according to Leviticus 19:27. Right? We ain't supposed to do that. This is what the priest was doing, though. This is what the Levites was instructing us to do. So no, the wash part you keep them parts. Read.
All right. And shave off all his hair, and wash himself in water, that he may be clean.
And wash himself in water, that he may be clean. Take a bath, Israel. Dang. Babe. Wash your behind, man. You know what I'm saying? Babe, soak. Read.
All right. And after that he shall come into the camp, and shall tarry abroad out of his tent 7 days. But it shall be...
So he can come back after that. 7 days, though. Read.
But it shall be on the 7th day that he shall shave all his hair off his head, and his beard, and his eyebrows, even all his hair he shall shave off, and he shall wash his clothes. Also, he shall wash his flesh in water.
Wash your flesh in the water. Don't shave your eyebrows and stuff off. All right. Okay, that's dealing with leprosy and all that, But they get that from the Bible. What they telling you to do? Shave your beard. Oh yeah, it could be in there. No, that was to see if you had leprosy, that hair and stuff grow back. See how it was growing, how it was coming in. All right, continue.
And he shall be clean. All right.
And he shall be clean. Okay. That's all I wanted on that. We're gonna pull one more, and then we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna pull one more, then we're gonna get out of here, brothers and sisters. I'm glad that y'all are here with us on this Sabbath, and I'm glad y'all return, and the Most High will still be able to keep coming together under these circumstances. Okay. Give me Matthew 24:7. We're gonna close out. Matthew 24:7. We're gonna close out.
All right, the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence.
Pestilence. It's gonna be pestilence. Okay. Read.
All right, and earthquakes in diverse places.
That's what's happening. Earthquakes. You got record-breaking earthquakes going on. Wars, rumors of wars. All that stuff's happening now. Continue.
Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
This is just the beginning, Israel. This is just the beginning. Okay. Keep reading.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise.
Stop. So all that's happening right now, and some brothers and sisters that's going to go, what verse you on?
In the middle of 11.
Okay. And some brothers and sisters have been killed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Continue.
All right. And many, verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
Watch out for these false prophets. They ain't coming out the scripture. They're a false prophet. They saying, hey man, you ain't got to do this commandment. You ain't got to keep this little bitty old commandment. Hey, you need to run. The Most High ain't gonna get you. You need to run.
Yeah.
He's a false prophet. Read.
All right. Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Say what now?
He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved.
He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay. Read.
All right. Verse 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
And then shall the end come. So we in the times. But the 144 gotta be activated. They gotta wake up. The 1/3. Okay, it's not over yet. It's just the beginning of sorrows. So we gotta endure until the end. All right. So this includes part 2 of wicked devices, but God's judgments. Wicked devices, but God's judgments. And I want to say, let's keep enduring to the end as we move closer to the second coming of Christ. Okay? To the second coming of the Messiah. Before the Most High God returns here in his new kingdom on earth. Okay? So, I hope that you got something out the lesson today. I hope it edifies you. I hope it strengthens your walk. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to our channel. Share this video. You can share these videos, and let's stay strong in the faith. Stay strong in the Lord. All right? And remember, don't shoot. I am only the messenger. Shalom.